Thank you, Madam Chair. I want to kind of follow up on this. So I hear that you're frustrated, and you can imagine that we're frustrated, and the American people are frustrated, and the world, I think, community is frustrated. So let me ask you this, because a lot of times what happens is we are told that we're using the best of the ability under law to do what we can do, and we're kind of hamstrung and those types of things. But then when people like me ask, and I'm going to ask you again, what do you need from the Congress to be successful so you're not frustrated with yourself and everything else that's happening in the State Department? Then we hear that, well, we don't hear any concrete steps that you're asking the Congress to do. So, you know, what tools do you need to really have an impact with Iran?
Thank you, Congressman. Again, I'll turn to Secretary Coney in a moment. One thing I would say, besides some of the legislation that you've put on the table, like CISADA, which was incredibly useful, and I think Congressman Ackerman may have come up with a sector we should take a look at in a way. Quite frankly, we should not unfund the UN, because we need the oversight bodies to be able to know where facilities are, to monitor what's going on, to be able to act when we need to act. Secondly, I would say—
So you would rather us be part of an organization that works against our own interests at times?
I understand that it doesn't do everything we want them to do, but the IAEA has been a valuable tool in our ability to stop nuclear proliferation. Similarly, I would say we need a budget that allows us to do the kind of programming that Congressman Royce raised around how we, in fact, help get Internet tools to people in repressive societies.
So that's our answer, is more Internet tools?
No, I'm saying that is a tool that
with all due respect,
that is a tool that—
Excuse me, please.
I'm sorry, sir.
With all due respect, I'm not sure with those comments that I've got a lot of confidence that the threat is being taken seriously enough. You know, we've now recently seen Iran coming through Mexico and a plot here in the United States. And, you know, when I start talking about whether or not the cartels in Mexico are an insurgency using terrorist activities, typically from government witnesses, we hear, "Oh, I wouldn't really say that," or "I don't want to." Although to Brownfield's credit, he would agree, and he has agreed. But most just kind of, "Oh, I wouldn't go that far." So it almost appears that we're afraid to really go after in what is our interests. So turning everything over to the UN, and then sitting here and saying we need more social networking as the answer leads me to believe that I don't know that either you don't understand the seriousness of what's happening, or you're unable to articulate to this committee what it is that you really need, because it may not fit in what the administration has decided it wants to do. That's the frustration.
I understand that frustration, Senator. Congressman, I was suggesting, we did that yesterday, I was suggesting some tools that would be useful to us. I quite agree with you that what the fundamental policy must be is to increase the pressure on Iran and to get them to eliminate their nuclear weapons program. And as I said earlier, and as Secretary Cohen has said, we have the most extensive, the most robust set of sanctions, and we welcome the ongoing discussion with Congress around CBI and about other sectors that we can attack.
Sorry, again, with all due respect, this is double talk. I mean, you've done great. We've eaten up 5 minutes, but I've heard nothing about what it is that you are suggesting that we need other than more social networking. And that is, it's frightening. It's frightening to think that that your position is, and the position of our government is it appears so inadequate and not really understanding what the threat is. And anyways, my time has expired, and Madam Chair, I appreciate the time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mack. Mr. Deutsch, my other Florida colleague, is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Secretary Sherman, let me just start with a local issue for me. Was